It's gone. It's all gone. There's nothing left. Oh, except for the portal. Everything I ever worked towards. Just gone. Just like that. Without a warning. Oh, Jeremy, no! Get off the bed! Come on! Oh, and the bed as well! For goodness sake! Hello and welcome back to another episode on the Hermitcraft server with me, Zedaph. Hi, hi. How you doing today? Check this out. When I shift, my feet go through the glass. What's all that about? They're actually inside the glass now. And then I pop them out, and then I put them in again. That is strange. I've never noticed that happens before. Anyway, yes, we have officially moved out of our temporary little homey place up there, and we have temporarily, officially, permanently moved in to our crystal cave here. So we've still got a little bit of stuff to do, like this is our temporary little bedroom in there. The storage room, this is like a rough bulk storage system I've added here. We've still got our shulkery one over here. All these two are empty still. I need to get more shulkers and things. Temporary kind of random storage here too, and portal in a poo place. But we'll get there eventually. And I actually want to do another little bit of work. What are you doing there, Torch? You leave now. Another little bit of work over here today. Can I find it? Can I find my plan book? Where is it? Here it is. Base plans. That's the one. Let's have a little read. So we have done the Uber smelter, we have done the enchanting area, kind of. We have done the storage area, again, kind of. We still need to add some stuff to it. But we've kind of, this is more of like laying out the groundwork, right? The groundwork for these three are done, and these ones now have to be done, the groundwork for them. Again, they don't have to necessarily be finished just yet, but we need to begin working on some cool stuff. Potion brewer, bedroom, armory. Zedaph is the best room, is what Zitber stands for. And I think I'm looking. We've pretty much gone in order of this book so far. So why break the trend? I want to start a potion brewer today. I found myself slightly needing a little few more potions than normal. Fire resist, and some speed and some regen when we fought the Squither, Tango and I. So I'm thinking, yeah, that's what we want to get working on today. Looking back at that book, there isn't any other main rooms. I mean, Zedaphplays is the best room. That can be off on a tangent somewhere. So I think I've kind of decided that this direction we're going to have a potion room. Just off here. Like we've got the storage room over here, the enchanting room there, the smelter back there. Yeah, I think in this direction I want to start building the smelter room. Now, not entirely sure of my plans yet, if I'm honest with you. Usually I've got a little bit of an idea of what we're going to be doing in the episode, but today, all I know is potion. That's all that I've got in my mind. I have zero other plans, but I think we're going to try and do something a little bit technical, because, again, I love this whole being able to see the redstone through the glass crystal cave walls, so we're definitely going to be taking a lot of liberties there when it comes to seeing stuff. So I'm going to get some bits together and then we'll get started. So of course, to make a big hole, we are going to want to use our good old friend TNT, which actually I recently learned stood for Totally Natural Terraformer. So yeah, that's really good that we want to use that. But I do want to do a little bit of a test because I'm not an idiot. No, I'm not. So I'm going to do a little safety test before going crazy with some TNT. We've got a lot of glass in our cave here that I wish not to be smashed. I've got some on me here. I know for a fact, right, this is a little lesson here. None of you... Whoops. Can't go through there. Let's go up here where there's not secret things hidden under the ground. Not that they're secrets. Right, ha. Okay, if you have some TNT in some water, we all know that it does no damage to any of the blocks around it. Right? It does hurt me a little bit. It hurts my face. That's fine. If I stand kind of nearby-ish, you might see my face get slightly hurt. Ow. But it doesn't do any damage. What I want to know is that because the TNT itself is in the water, or is it because the blast radius travels through the water. Let me explain what I mean here. So, if we have... Let's do a little experiment. Where do I not care if it blows up? This is my very, very secret, lovely, special glass that I don't want to be destroyed at all. There's 4 blocks there. And wetness, sploosh. Okay, like so. So now there is a shield of water in between me and the delicate, lovely, beautiful glass there. So if I now get some TNT, and I was to put it here, for instance, like that, the TNT isn't in water, and the glass isn't in water, but the explosion... Explosion? What am I adding shins for everywhere? Would have to travel through the water to get to the glass. That is what I want to test. Kaboom time! Testy. Experiments. Learning. Lessons. That looked like it worked to me. Look, you can see the explosion went everywhere except for where the water was protecting it. Hooray! Lessons! And there we have the patent-pending water curtain of doom, or of safety, actually, not of doom. This is the second iteration. The first one was of doom because it drowned me. The second one is of safety because it protects from TNT. Now, it's a big square, as you can see, a big square full of water. Whoa, I'm almost lighting things on fire there. But luckily, the water saves us. This is perfect. So anything we build on this side of the curtain should not affect anything on this side of the curtain, i.e. my lovely glass and also some of my structural stone there, which is perfect because now we can go insane and blow things up. Now, my aim for the size of this room, I'm not really sure on the size, but I want it to kind of be like flying saucer shape, like a UFO, right? So, like a big ball, imagine a sphere, but you've sat on it, or I've sat on it because I'm fat, and it's just kind of squished down quite thin. So maybe, definitely not as tall as this room, by far. No way near, no way near. Maybe only about 4 air blocks tall, so the ceiling would be on this block here. And then, I don't know, maybe a little bit thinner than this. I'm not really sure. I'm going to let the TNT speak for itself and do its own kind of thing. But that is kind of the rough goal I'm looking for. Not too high, not too low, but quite roundish, roughly, and wide. Ha-cha-cha-cha-cha. We're going to go like that. And blow up. Okay, and throw another one in. Oh, I can't. Oh, I did! Oh, okay. The distance from this side to that side is probably big enough. I don't want to cut off our storage area too much more, because remember, we're going to do a good input side over here and a really nice output side over there. Probably going to go in 5 or 6 blocks. So where about is that? It's here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we don't want to be going too far kind of that way from here. So yeah, that's about right. Maybe we'll push forward just a little bit more to maybe one there, and I love making explosions. Dosh. Perfect. Okay, clean up time. Oh, I forgot to say, after recording that intro bit, I sat Jeremy up, all right? I right-clicked on him, I let him stand up, and I thought he was going to follow me down here, but he didn't, and I genuinely thought I might have lost Jeremy. I was looking everywhere for him, and I kept hearing some barking just now, and look where he is. Jeremy, you greedy pig! Trying to get the skeleton there. He's not fully dead yet, Jeremy. You can't have his bone just yet. Come on, right. This way. Good boy. You're not going to want to leave that skeleton now, are you? You're drawn to him. Right, Jeremy, come on. That's it. Good boy. You're on the lead now. Where are you going, you foolish dog? He's like jumping up bum first onto the skeleton. What are you doing, you dopey dog? Right, that's it. Good boy. Yes. He really does not want to come with me, and he wants to eat that skeleton's face off, but we're not going to let him, and hopefully if we're over here, he'll be far enough away from any skeleton that he won't see us. I'm going to let you warm up my bed. Again, I quite liked it when you used to do that for me, so up you come. Up you come, Jeremy. You know what? Stay there. Good boy. Good boy. So there we have it, the rough shape of the room completed, or rather, should I say, the smooth shape of the room completed, because, as you can see, it's like a perfect, symmetrical, equally made, smooth room kind of thing, which we don't want because looking at the rest of our cave, it's all higgledy-piggledy, wiggledy-sniggledy, which makes it look cool. And obviously this is where the glass will be as well. The stone represents glass, and then we'll push the stone back a few layers like we have done with the rest of the cave. And again, the glass is higgledy-piggledy, slightly different to the stone being higgledy-piggledy to create a really kind of natural look, I think. I think that works. We're going to stick to it anyway, so definitely making a smoother room first helps with the naturalization of the process. And you can see here, I've gathered together 9 of the ingredients to make some potions. So basically, obviously, you know, water bottle, nether wart, they make awkward potions. These 9 ingredients turn them into 9 base potions. So we've got swiftness, jump boost, fire resistance, healing, poison, breathing, water breathing, night vision, strength, and regen. And you can see I've linked them to the colours, pretty much the colours that the potions themselves look like when they're in a bottle in your inventory. The only one that's kind of a bit weird is strength. Is actually kind of like a dark maroony red kind of colour, which I couldn't do with glass. All right, I just can't do it. I can't do everything. I'm not a magician, so we're gonna have to deal with poopy brown, but that's fine. It will work. So what I actually want to be able to do here is have it so that we come up to this and we go, hey, I want a swiftness potion. Boop. We rotate the frame once, and that will send a sugar into the system, the water bottles will come through, and I actually want to have the brewing stand in the middle of the room here, if possible, and see all these kind of water tubes and everything, and all the mechanical workings going on all around us in the room. I think that would look really, really cool. I'll feel like we're like inside of a colourful water potion-y brewing system. I don't know, the whole room is the system, and we are inside of it in glass. I think that will look pretty cool. And yeah, I like the idea of this as well, having the input system also be the display of what item we're going to make. Now, these 9 potions here, there are 4 others that we're going to make, but basically, 4 of these, if you put a fermented spider eye in to all 4 of them, it kind of like turns them into like a negative potion. So like healing makes it into an instant damage potion, and night vision, that makes it into an invisibility potion, things like that. But that's more of a secondary ingredient. We'll kind of get to that a little bit later, maybe another episode, I don't know. But these 9 ones are kind of like the base potions that I want to make, and I think I'm actually going to push these further back and have them in the walls here. So 3 in this wall, 3 in that wall, 3 in that wall. And that leaves us these corners to do other kind of stuff. It's quite a complicated process, the old potion brewing. You got water bottles being filled up. You got nether wart going on. You got secondary ingredients. You got brewing time. You got colours. You got poopy brown. So many things to think about. But yes, I'm going to get working on our cool little item frame input system next. Oh boy, okay, I think I've made something pretty darn cool here. I'm going to do my best to explain it. I kind of don't understand it myself, but I guess that means it must be cool, because I don't even get what's going on. So, right, I'm going to try and build this for you bit by bit and explain it as easily as I can. Right, we have our item frame here with our item in. Can be any item at all. You can actually take a signal out of that between, I think it's 1 and 8, depending on the rotation, right? So every time, if I can show you, I've not really done it very well. Right, yeah, that's a signal strength of 1. We rotate it. Now it's a signal strength of 2. Rotate. Signal strength 3. Signal strength 4. All the way up to 8, and then it goes back to 1 again. Let's get rid of that. So that's great. And we want it to every single time we rotate that. We don't care what the signal strength is. We just want to know, did the signal strength change? If it did, we want to spit a sugar in from this dropper here. I haven't got any more sugar, using torches for now. We want to spit one out and put it into our brewing system thing, right? So that's what we want to happen. And what I figured is, you can't use a detector face thingy-majig, whatever this is. What's it called? Observer, thank you. Okay, so you can't use that to detect this, unfortunately, because this doesn't have a change of signal strength, right? This is just either on or off, which it does detect, but it only detects on or off. We want to detect different signal lengths. So if we push this back a block, like so... Oh, it gave us a torch because it updated. And we put a bit of redstone there. Again, it's going to give us another torch. Now, this is observing the redstone. So every time that redstone changes between 1 through to 8, it's going to spit out an item. We can demonstrate that. Boop. 1 item. Boop. One item. Doot. One item, and we're back around to the beginning. So that's great. We've got our input system there, nice and happy. But now what we want to be able to do is to say, hold on a minute, wait. What if we've run out of stuff? What if we've run out of sugar or torches or whatever? Oh no, okay. Then we're going to need to do something over here. Because at the minute it doesn't know. The system knows that there is nothing. No, wait, the system doesn't know that there isn't anything in there, and it just tries to fire it anyway. That's why you can hear the click. So we want to be able to stop that. We want, one, to let the system know that there's no items in there, or rather let the user know that there's no items in there. So they know that if they push this button, nothing's going to happen. I'm not going to come along here, go, I'll wait over here for a swiftness potion. Oh, it must be brewing. Because I'll know that it won't be, because something will visibly change over here. I'm talking like Sean Connery now. And the next part, what I'm going to build it first, then I'll explain it, will take care of that little problem. Okay, right, I got it here. Right, let's calm down, right. First off, we have the thing, right? We rotate that, it changes the comparator reads it changes the signal of the dust up here on that block between 1 and 8. The observer guy, he reads that, he's looking at him, concentrating. Oh, are you going to change, Redstone? Are you going to change? Not yet, observer block. And when it does change, he puts a signal into this block here, which will power the dropper. So, boom, let's put some stuff in the dropper there. That's what we had before. We've just slightly made it more of a staircase than longwards. Now, we read the contents of that dropper there as well. As you can see, there is stuff in it. The torch is... Oh, not the torch, no. There are torches inside, which means there is contents. That is lit up because it says, yep, there's some stuff in here. And we immediately invert it, right? And then we go down and we invert it again. So it's just a way of getting it down. When this is on, this line is on down here. Which is great, and then that brings us up into this block, into a torch there. So this block is inverted. Right now this block is turned off, and if we put a little thing, little sticky piston just under that block there, under our item frame block, it does nothing, of course. But that's because there's stuff in here, and this whole thing is powering. When we take these out, this will go off. This will go on. This will go on. This will go off. Off. Allowing this torch here to go on, which means the piston will get powered going upwards. Okay, let's see that in action now. If we take the things out of here, ba-bum, that went up, which is perfect. This indicates to us that we have run out of ingredients in our dropper up there, which is great. And also it adds the benefit of, because there's now not a solid block here, the comparator, this can't read it anymore. Look, if I rotate that as much as I like, this reads nothing. It reads nothing. So it's a visual indicator, and it also stops us from being able to just, start the system without anything actually being in there either. Really, really cool. I love the way the item frame stays on the piston head. I think it's going to look awesome when this thing's covered in glass. Now, the only issue we have with this is when we add some items back in. Like, I'll add some back in now. Get ready to watch. Oh, it spits one out. It spits one out because, obviously, this is giving out a constant power. The item frame is always giving out either 1 through 8 to this comparator. So when the block comes back down, the power goes back through again. It recompletes the circuit, which this changes then from off to on, and then this reads it and outputs a signal. So we want to be able to temporarily stop this system from happening only whenever this first gets a pulse. Whenever this first reads that there's items in there, briefly, temporarily stop it, and then after then, always read it. And I'm going to add a little bit now. Like that. There we go. We've got a sticky piston, which is controlling our block, which has always been here, and a slabbed thing, just so the redstone can go underneath, with a 4-tick repeater on top, which is taking the power from that torch there as well. So it splits, the dust gets power from the torch, and the repeater gets power from the torch there. So what this is doing is it is allowing us to now remove the connection from this beginning bit. This little observer guy, he'll observe stuff all right, but if there's no block there when this gets pulled down, he can't tell the dropper what to do. He's not even watching. He's busy watching that, and then his poop output that he does out of his butt doesn't know whether it goes into there or not, and it won't. So if this gets run out of things, like so. It goes down. It still does click. That's the only trouble, but it doesn't matter because there's nothing in there anyway, right? That's all good. But when we do put stuff inside, you can see this triggered before this block had managed to get back up again, which means no signal went through. Yay, 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 yay. And it's only one thick as well, which is awesome. Woohoo! Colourful. Lovely. Oh, this is going to look so cool. When the room is like white, like this, these colours are really going to pop really nicely. We might even carry them on, like have them wiggle down through the floor and stuff like that. I don't know. It's going to look awesome. I can't wait until the room design is kind of improving. But I like the fact that the design and the functionality kind of mix together in a big melting pot of potion, like a cauldron. Oh, it's beautiful. The analogies are great. The next thing we want to do is actually have an easy way to refill these, because obviously coming in here and adding stuff in the dropper like that is not particularly easy or, worthwhile doing. So what we're going to do is add a whole bunch of hoppers along the top here like that, and get rid of that block there. And then we could just literally access the hopper, just like that. We might even put another hopper to just kind of keep the shape of the room going, maybe? I'm not sure yet. Either way, it's easy enough to add another hopper. And then we've got some glistering melons here. We add them in. That should now go back down. It does, because now we know that we have some melons available in the system, unlike these two, which are empty because they're upwards and stuff like that. So we can now right-click this, and a melon will pop out of our dropper up here. In fact, let's do it. Boom, it did. It probably went back in the... Oh, no, it's there and waiting. Which means then we can add some walls to this thing and some floor, like so. Boom, like that. And now we can add a water stream along here that will take them all to wherever we want to go towards the brewing stand itself. So no matter which one goes, that item gets taken to the brewing stand. Now, my plans for this go a little bit further than that. So when an item comes out, that's also going to dispense 3 water bottles, 1 nether wart, and it will put them in the right order. So the nether wart goes first, and does all that kind of crazy goodness into a brewing stand. We could have used hoppers along here. We could have used a chain of hoppers and made these dispense droppers. No, droppers, which they are. Wait, yeah, we could have done that, but the fact is, I kind of like the idea of using water streams. The fact that we are planning to be able to see a lot of this going on behind the scenes. I know right now, like, obviously, all that stuff up there I just built, you can't really see. But remember, it's all going to be glass and lovely and stuff. That is a weird-looking rotated melon. In fact, look, it looks like a little... Looks like a little face with a green hat on or something. Like a turtle, an evil turtle from Mario or something like that. Anyway, oh, I just got rid of all my melons, didn't I? Oh no. Okay, right. You go back in there. System reset. Glorious. Wonderful. Yes, so I like the idea of using water streams to move these items around a little bit more because, water streams and potion making kind of go hand in hand. And I think seeing an item move along a water stream is a lot cooler than just it going through hoppers, because you can't even tell. You can't even tell that they're going through. So, yeah, this is really coming together quite nicely. That is kind of like stage 1 of this completed.
Okay, it's time for the mouse versus the mite. Ding, ding, ding. You die now. Ow. Okay. Oh, you've not got any punchy hands to punch me with. What do? Is that an eye or a nostril? Ow. Get off. Ah, yes. I'm going to win. Oh, he's nibbling me a little. Okay. Yes. Mouse is victorious.
There we go. That is looking interesting. I quite like it. I like it. I may not have finished the whole room. I only did the little bit that you could see. And it's not perfect either. It's not exactly. It's still very, very neat. There is no randomly natural lookingness to it at all. But we'll do that afterwards. But so far, I think this is looking pretty cool. It's a good start to the potion room, the brewing lab, whatever you want to call it. Let me know some ideas for names for the room down there in the comments. But yeah, thank you very much for joining me. That is going to be it for today's episode. So if you did enjoy, please do remember to leave a comment down below, hit the like button, and subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. And of course, feel free to check out the other links to support the channel, the Twitter, the Patreon, and of course the Mixer live stream page. If you are a patron, then you'll get yourself onto the next little bit of the episode, which is the Patron Crediting section. All these lovely people on screen have helped to make this episode and helped just to let me do YouTube stuff in general. So thank you very much to them. You're all awesome. Thank you very much. And thank you for watching too. I will see you in the next episode. A good bye-bye. Where are my feet gone again?